It will now cost Kenyans more to acquire birth and death certificates after the state effected new fees for various services offered by the State Department of Immigration and Citizen Services. In a special gazette notice by then Interior CS Kithure Kindiki, Kenyans will part with 1,000 shillings to re-register birth and death certificates, as well as 500 shillings for late registration. Kamau Mwangi has the details.
After the gazettement of new fees and levies in November 2023 and the subsequent revoking of the same gazette notice a week later by then Interior CS Kithure Kindiki to pave way for adequate public participation, government has now a year later ratified charges to crucial government documents starting last month. In a special Kenya Gazette supplement a month prior to his ascent to the office of Deputy President, Kithure Kindiki gazetted the new fees, which include an upward revision of the registration of births and deaths that will now cost Kenyans Kenya shillings 200, up from 50 Kenya shillings. Late registrations of the same will also see Kenyans cough up to 500 Kenya shillings for that service, a Kenya shillings 350 addition to the previous 150 Kenya shillings. In case of loss of any of the two documents, one will have to part with Kenya shillings 1,000, up from the current 90 Kenya shillings. To make amendments to the same documents, in case of an error, be it a typo or a missing letter in a name, you will be forced to cough 1,000 Kenya shillings as opposed to 130 Kenya shillings in the previous rate. Foreign registration of births in Kenyan missions abroad will require Kenyans in those countries to pay up to $150, the equivalent of 19,000 Kenya shillings. In other changes, authenticating the seal of the principal registrar will now cost Kenyans 500 Kenya shillings, with the same service going for $100 by a foreign mission in Kenya. For the registration of a birth or death of a Kenyan citizen occurring abroad but made in Kenya, the charge will be 1,000 Kenya shillings, with the registration of a presumed death going for 1,500 Kenya shillings, up from 150 Kenya shillings. The upward review is one of the ways the government is seeking to raise its revenues, with the changes coming concurrently with those that raise the fees that one requires to acquire a passport for foreign travel. Kamau Mwangi, Citizen TV.